Hello and happy Battleathon! It is the first day of Battleathon as I'm filming this, and I am so excited for the month. I know my team, Team Red, we are gonna win, and I believe in us. If you don't know what Battleathon is, it is a month-long readathon created by Melanie Reads, and I'm co-hosting Team Red with Books with Lexi. There is still time to join when you're seeing this video. You can join all month long. You just have to go back, watch the announcement video, sign up, and then do your team bonding prompt, and then you can continue on with wherever we are in the readathon. I definitely would recommend checking it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun this week. Kickoff sprints start in roughly 2 hours. I decided to rep my team and I have like a little red wing going on today with my makeup because I'm the Red Dragons. So I needed a red wing. The Discord chat is bumping. We've all been naming our dragons based off one of those like fun, like if your first letter is this, your birth month is this, and the last letter of your last name is this. Mine was Green something the Hungry. Really funny. We're having a great time, but I figured I would talk to you about my Battleathon plans for week 1. I think my only plan for week 1 is to get through this chunky book, Mother of Death and Dawn. This is the final book in the War of Lost Hearts series, and I'm reading this for Sahar's book club, Fanroll book club, and we have the live show coming up soon, so I need to get on this. Probably will be my audiobook read. My bookmark is falling out. I actually have started this morning, so let me just update you on where I'm at in it. I am on chapter 9. I'm roughly 70 pages in, and if you have been following along, you know that I haven't really been loving this series. Book 1 was okay. I did not like book 2, but this so far has been my favorite start. I'm the most intrigued from the start of this story, and I like the extra POV we're getting. I'm really, really loving that POV, so I'm excited to maybe continue liking this one, and I really hope I like it since it's so chunky, but I will update you more with my thoughts as I continue on. Obviously spoiler free, but that is my main plan for week 1. The other things that I just have to do, but like I was supposed to be done them already and I'm not, so the other books that will be getting me points this week are my Spiffbo 9 reads. I think by the time this video comes out, hopefully my vlog for these will be out. I will not be going into like in-depth thoughts in this video for these. However, since I will be reading them for points and prompts in Battleathon, I will tell you what I rated it and like just like some brief thoughts and like what points were for. But overall, I think this is my main plan, and hopefully we'll get to another book as well because that's just fun and exciting. Let me know below in the comments what book you read for week 1 for your team bonding prom. Also let me know what team you were on so that I can tell what bond you did. That was way more confusing than I needed to be. I'll see you in the next update. There is going to be some red on my face from the lights over here, but I wanted to update you because I did finish Master of the Void, and I can't really talk to you a lot about this because I'm keeping my thoughts for the Spiffbo vlog, because obviously I'm picking my finalist in that vlog to like continue on in the competition. If I could pick all 5 of these, I would, but sadly I'm not allowed to. I don't want to tell you too much. I will say that I really enjoyed this. I plan on reading book 2. I think it's a fun coming of age story with like a unique magic system. We're following characters who are really learning about themselves, struggling with their identity, and also kind of the chosen ones and just trying to save the world. And I really, really, really did enjoy it. It's also like got a pretty, I think, cool and unique magic system, as well as a bit of a school setting for like 50 pages, but like I wouldn't call it a school setting book. But I did just like really overall really, 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 really like this. So that's all I'm going to say. I did use it for my first prompt, and that is to bond with my dragon. So I needed a book with a battle in it. I had already known that this had a battle in it, so it counted. There is a couple battles in it, and it did not count for the bonus prompt though for my team, which is Backlist, because it was just released this year. But that is my first book of the readathon down and put into the spreadsheet for Team Red. Good morning. It is the second day of Battleathon. I'm repping red again. I haven't worn this hoodie in so long. It is my boyfriend's old like inline hoodie. It has his like inline number on the back and everything. I don't have a lot of red clothes, so I have to pull out the red clothes for this month. Going into day 2 of week 1 of Battleathon, I am working on the Sword of Mercy and Wrath, which again is another Spiffbo book. I was really hoping to have these done before this vlog so then I wasn't just like holding books up and be like, I can't talk to you because they're in another vlog. But sadly, I didn't. I'm hoping to finish this one today though, and then I have one more and then I can prioritize other reads for this vlog. So far, I'm really enjoying this one. I'm about 100 pages pages in. I definitely have my work cut out for me between all the Scribd reads, and yeah, so I will tell you when I'm done this. I'll give you some like updated thoughts. This is a grim, dark fantasy following two characters who separate at the beginning of this, and they kind of go on different paths, and when they finally meet up, their like beliefs are changed, and one of them ends up going to be like a werewolf demon hunter because their demons essentially are werewolves in this world. That leads to some interesting things later on in the book. For the book I can actually talk to you about all week long, The Mother of Death and Dawn. I made it to page 113 yesterday, so I actually made a pretty good dent in this considering it was like my audiobook and not my priority read yesterday. As I said, I'm liking this one the most so far. This feels more like fantasy to me and not fantasy romance. I said that in the second book that like we lost the romance elements to me, where I think it's just like a fantasy story. But I do feel like the scale of what I'm getting right now kind of feels more epic to me, which I'm really enjoying. I'm struggling a bit with one of the characters who I think doesn't match up to how we see them in the first book. But I like that character right now, so it's like hard to be like, well, they're my favorite character. I'm enjoying reading about them, but also at the same time, I have critiques about how their voice is because it doesn't match up to voice in book one. But overall, I'm really enjoying this right now, which is shocking considering I didn't like the book two at all. And I hope I continue to like this. I hope I really enjoy the ending of the story. Okay, it is Monday. It's been a couple days since I think I talked to you last for Battleathon. Saturday night I ended up going flower picking, so it's like a you pick flower garden.
Say hi. It's a video.
Where we got to pick 25 flowers and a couple fillers, and we make our own bouquets. It's a lot of fun. My friend and me did it last year, so we really wanted to do it again this year, and we made like these really pretty flowers. It's honestly just like a vibe of an evening, and I don't know, like it's fun to kind of be like a little bit more creative because you're like, what flower should I pick to make look nice? The mosquitoes were really bad though, and then I ended up having car issues on the way home, but my car's fine, easily fixed, but it was definitely an adventure to get home. And so then I didn't read at all that evening because it took us like 3 hours to get home instead of like 30 minutes to get home. So ended up not reading that night. And then yesterday, one of my friends got married, so I was at their wedding yesterday and just enjoying that. So I also did not read a lot yesterday. However, I was home quite early from the wedding, so I did finish Sword of Mercy and Wrath after the wedding, and I'm now done this. I got us another 10 points for the red team. I just bonded with my dragon again because this definitely has a battle in it. This is, taking my bookmark out, this is one of those books that is really fast paced. It's a lot of action. We're just going moment from moment to moment from moment. And I do really wish we had a little bit more character moments in it. I ended up giving it a 3-star. Just like every other book I feel like I've talked to you guys about already. The full thoughts of this will be in my Scribd vlog. I'm trying not to give away too much. Hopefully you have already seen that by the time this video comes out, but I did like enjoy this one. However, I don't think I will be continuing on into the series because I just struggled connecting to the characters in this. However, both Bree and Kaylee really enjoyed this. They were the people on my team that read this and then like recommended to me as a semi-finalist. So like I know it was kind of a me thing, just not connecting to the characters, which made me not enjoy this as much because I think the story is really cool. It is unique and I liked the plot of it, and like there's werewolves in like an epic fantasy style setting, which I thought was super cool. But yeah, I just kind of like didn't connect to the characters, so I didn't really care as much about the journey they go on. Also, I will say this is grimdark, but I feel like there was nothing just like shocking grimly about it. Like there was not any like dark moments for just like the idea of shock value. Every like dark moment made sense to the story and the development of the characters. But definitely go into this reading about trigger warnings. And then my game plan for the rest of the evening is Blood of the Lion, which is my last Scribd book I have to read. And then I am free from Scribd books until I have to read the finalists in December. And then we can get on to like the fun Battleathon things. I have a few goodies to open, but also some updates to give you. It's Tuesday today, and yesterday I did finish the Blood of the Lion. This was another Scribd 9 read of mine, but I do know that right now the video is up. I did put it up today when recording this, so you can see my reactions and my reading vlog for all of these with all of my in-depth thoughts. However, I will say that I really did love Blood of the Lion. It is a series I plan on continuing. I really enjoyed my time with it. It is an epic fantasy. It's going to be a really long series, so this is definitely a setup book. The way like the first Wheel of Time book or the first Stormlight Archive book is very much set up up for the rest of the plot. It does lean a little bit grimdark, and I just like had a really good time experiencing this world because I think that there's some really cool concepts set up in terms of like fear and religion and destiny, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from now. Definitely check out my Spitball video if you haven't already. I read 5 incredible books in that and picked my finalist, so it was definitely a lot of fun, but this did get us another 10 points for the red team because it was a book with a battle, but it is not a backlist. We're gonna open this package and then I'm going to update you on Mother of Death and Dawn thoughts. Oh, this has a cute little sticker that I've already ruined. This is from Lexi. I had ordered a Halloweekend bookmark, which is this cute little orange guy right here that I'm obsessed with. If you don't know, Halloweekend is a month-long readathon happening in October, but it happens within like the weekend, so there's like little readathons on each weekend. It's a lot of fun and there's like a lot of activities and things to do. But Lexi also sent me a couple others because she's incredible and amazing, and we got this like cute little summer cat bookmark. How fun. And then she sent me a Vacationers from Escape the Readathon, even though I was on the party. I was like, what is she trying to tell me here? As well as this like cute little cutout one. I'm really excited about these. Thank you so much, Lexi. I love the Halloweekend one so much. I'm so excited to participate in Halloweekend. I'm very excited to have a Vacationers one. I can't lie. I thought the little purse was very cute that it held. So very excited. Okay, let's update you on Mother of Death and Dawn. I'm roughly 200 pages into Mother of Death and Dawn, and I am actually really enjoying this one so far. I think what is making me like this book over the other two in the series is actually that they're not pining over each other the entire time. Like the other two books felt very much them just like thinking about being with each other at all times, because I think it was still trying to lean into that like fantasy romance side of things, and this one just feels like epic fantasy to me. They are getting stuff done, they're doing the things they need to do. We actually have one POV who doesn't even mention the love interest, which makes me very happy, and I think that's why a lot of people might not like this one, but I'm really enjoying the epic scale of this. I like where the plot is going. However, I am struggling with the one character a little bit. We have a new POV from the last story in this one, and it just like feels a little disconnected in general from like who that person I think would be after the trauma they've experienced, and I'm just struggling a little bit with that. However, I'm just like excited to see where the story goes now. I'm excited to see the ending, and I hope I continue to really like it. This reminds me of the writing style in the books that I know Carissa Broadbent can write, that are highly addicting and have like themes that I really love and understand and want to like dive deeper in, and I just like I feel like this is shining through what I now get from Carissa Broadbent, and definitely you see her like work her way up to this throughout the series. So I'm very glad I still read the series, because I'm really glad that I'm experiencing this third and final book in the series. I don't have a lot of thoughts right now. It's just kind of vibes. This is actually a secret book package. It is Readathon related, and I can't really show it to you, so I'm gonna open it off camera, but I did throw it in my pack and I'm really excited for it. It is a Readathon sweater that I'm just trying out the design to see if it works. I have no idea what this is. It is from Penguin Random House. I had no idea what to expect in here. This is kind of ominous. They sent me the Night House, and they also, I think that this is coffee, but the fact that it's just in like a random jar, I don't know how I feel about this, and like unlabeled. I just like am that person that like didn't eat or drink anything that's unpackaged, especially like in Halloween or something. Like if someone gave me an apple, I wasn't eating that apple, like if it wasn't like wrapped up properly. And so I'm unsure how I feel about this, but I think it's coffee, because it says enjoy this treat to help you relate into the night, and that is like really cute of them. And then this is a horror book that I am excited about. I forgot they asked me if I wanted this. They did ask me, and I'm really excited. This has the unreliable narrator that I think can be really great in horror, and we're following a like small town and a character that earns a reputation when a classmate goes missing, and everyone assumes that he's the reason for it. But no one believes him when he says that the telephone booth sucked Tom into the receiver like something out of a horror movie, and I think he's gonna have to try and like prove that that's what happened and his innocence. I'm really excited about this. Thank you so much, Penguin, for sending this my way. I completely forgot. Now I want to drop everything and kind of read it. Oh, there's a cute little bookmark in here as well. That is so nice of them. That's pretty much all the packages I can actually show you. I did get one of my future Patreon bookmarks in, and I can't show you the design because it's a surprise, but look at that painted edge. Isn't that stunning? Stunning. I'm so excited for people to see this design. It is one of my favorites, and I really like the edge on it. That's it. I'll update you probably tomorrow. I have 19 minutes until my live show, but I did finish Mother of Death and Dawn. I've just been listening to it all day nonstop so that I could get through it for the live show. This was my favorite book in the series. Still gave it 2 stars. This was really not a series for me. I truly think if you read book 1 and you love the relationship between these 2 characters, if you think that they're incredible characters, you will like this series. However, for me, I never felt the relationship. I never understood the characters. I honestly feel like the characters were the weakest part. So many people scream about the characters and how incredible their character work in this series is, though. I feel like I see it 50-50. Either people like absolutely adore them, think they're the best characters ever written and can relate to them, or they're like me and really don't like them. I really just don't like them. I feel like their trauma is their entire personalities, and it's something I don't really like the representation of, to be honest. I feel like you can have interests outside of your trauma and have a personality outside of your trauma, even though, yes, trauma does affect who you are and who you become. But, like, literally, Tasana's entire personality is slavery and war because of the slavery. And Max's entire personality is this deed that he had committed. My cat is crying. So I just did not love this. I also just didn't love how I feel like every book felt like a new evil villain of the week. And like all of that, I really didn't love this at all. I did not like this series. I will be continuing to read from Carissa Broadbent. However, not a fan of the series, and I definitely am excited to see what she continues on because I love The Serpent and the Wings of Night so much. And if she continues writing things like that, I will absolutely still adore her books. But like this was just a no-go for me, and it did not need to be this long. On more positive news, I did start my reread of Grey Sister last night. So this is a previous 5-star book for me that I'm rereading for my book club, Backlist Book Club. I got 69 pages in. Chapter 8. I actually said previously that this was my favorite book in the series, and I'm expecting it to still be my favorite book in the series just because I love one of the characters in this so much. However, I am struggling on reread with why this character comes to exist in this book, and now I'm wondering if that's something I just looked past or if I will get the information later on. I obviously know who this character is because I've read the entire story, but I'm wondering if we get more explanation in this than what we've gotten. However, I'm still expecting to give this 5 stars upon reread. I love the world that is created in Book of the Ancestor, and I probably will not finish this by the end of this video because I only have tomorrow left and I don't know how much physical reading time I have. However, next week I am reading sequels, and this will continue on into next week if I don't finish it. The live show for this is next Sunday, so the 17th at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Unsure whose channel yet, but I will let you know as soon as I figure that out. And then, yeah, so that's my real thoughts right now. Now I need to go to the live show to probably crush some dreams, because I do know a lot of people have been loving this series who are reading along with us. Why do people ask me to do book clubs? I always hate the books. I don't know. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, well, that's it. I have no more words. I feel like my brain's been working on overpower because I've just been trying to binge this book all day. It's a book I didn't like, so I wasn't enjoying the binge. Good morning. It is the last day of week 1 for Battleathon. I made myself a morning iced coffee. This is just my espresso I need to pour into my milk. Yum. That looks delicious. Oh my god. Exactly what I needed. I'm tired. I just wanted to say a big thank you to anyone who is participating in Battleathon, but especially Team Red Dragons, because you're my little red dragons. Me and Lexi are so proud of our little red dragons and all the work we've put into week 1. And I also wanted to remind everyone that if you are watching this and you have not signed up for Battleathon yet, as long as it's not October, you can still join. You just have to do your bonding prompt with your dragon, and then you will continue on with the week that we are on. It's going to be a really fun month, and so I hope that if you're seeing this just a little bit late, you still participate and join us for the wild ride that Battleathon is going to be. I am obviously signing off of this video. Technically, I still have today to read. However, I think I'm just going to start my books for next week, as I just have to finish them in week 2. I can start them in this week. So with only 1 day left, I decided, like, why start another book? And I'm just going to start week 2 a day early and, you know, get some more reading in there. I'm so sorry that this video was kind of a lot of me reading books for other videos. My plan had originally been to have all of those done already, but obviously life gets in the way. However, next week and the week after are exciting weeks. This was kind of like my catch-up week. However, the rest of 3 weeks of the month all have a spinning wheel. For week 2, I have my wheel of sequels and series completers, so I'll be spinning this to figure out what book I'm reading each time and adding more as they come off. I'm really excited to see. There's definitely some sequels that I'm super excited about on here. Hopefully some 5 stars. And then the weeks after that also involve a spinning wheel, but in different kind of categories, so there won't all be sequels. So I'm very excited for next week's vlog. I will see you guys there. For me in just a moment, for you in a week's time.